Namaskar, hello and welcome to CIET NCERT's special live phone-in program, webinar on ICT Tools. My name is Tanvi Khurana, and in this program we are going to discuss system security and safe downloads. So we are all online these days, be it students, be it teachers, or even parents. Teachers are teaching, students are learning, and parents are doing their work from home. So we are downloading everything on daily basis, but we have to be careful, we have to be safe, and we have to be aware of what all mess is online, so we can be prepared for all types of wrong things online. And that's the reason we are here discussing this topic, system security and safe downloads. We have an expert with us. Let me introduce our today's expert. He is Mr. Sanjay Adiwal. Welcome, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon to you too, sir. Sir is the Joint Director of CDAC Bangalore, and he'll be talking about this topic. If you have any questions, any queries, please reach out to us. Send in your emails through our email ID, which is training.helpdesk@ciet.nic.in. You're watching us live on PM eVidya channel number 6 to channel number 12, and also on our YouTube channel NCERT Official. In the live chat box, you can write down your questions, queries, which we'll be taking up towards the end of the session, and this session will be here till 5 o'clock. So if you want to call us, then the number would be 8800440559, which is on your screens at this moment. Let's begin this discussion, and I would like to ask sir, what is the discussion we are going to have for our viewers today? What is system security and safe downloads? Sir.
Yes. Yeah, so as you already discussed that we are heavily using internet, right? And a lot of downloads we are doing on daily basis. We should know how to download, how safely we can download, and how to know whether the download thing is having any virus or not. So again, how you will protect yourself from various threats we'll discuss in this particular session.
So as we can see that you have a presentation to show to our viewers, shall we begin that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah. So good afternoon, everybody. We'll start with the session. This is the outline of the session, and we'll start with something called cyber crime. We'll just see what do you understand by cyber crime, and then we'll see what are the various threats which is there on us, on our system. We'll talk about malware. We'll discuss about phishing, skimming, and all. And then we'll see how we can protect ourselves from these kind of threats, right? And then finally we'll see how safely we can download any file from the internet. So before that, let me introduce myself. Who am I? It is actually, if you see this screen here, it's a command of Linux. My name is Sanjay Adiwal, and I'm actually Joint Director from CDAC Bangalore. And I have over 17 years of experience in network security. And I'm also pursuing PhD from IIT Surat to Bangalore, and my area of research is domain name security, DNS security. Let us try to discuss about cyber crime, what we understand by cyber crime. Now, if you see the definition, what I have written here, any unlawful act when the computer is used either as a tool or as a target to commit a crime, or it can become both, right? So if your computer you're using, or any electronic gadgets, like your mobile phone, your smartphone, your tablet, your laptop, whatever. If you're using that device to perform any unlawful activity, then that will be called here as a cyber crime, right? So it has a two aspect. Number one is computer is used to commit the crime, right? So here we have a lot of crimes like child pornography. Nowadays, this is the main thing in India. Actually, if you see, under IT Act, we have something called Section 67B. It says that if you're having any child pornographic content inside your system, you will be actually doing illegal thing, and you can be jailed under IT Act 67B, right? And threatening email, if you're sending any threatening email, again, you are using computer as a tool to commit this kind of crime. So this, I think it's a cyber crime. Again, if you're assuming someone's identity, for example, if you're creating a Facebook account of one of your friend, a fake account what you're creating, right? So again, it's a cyber crime only. Sexual harassment if you're doing through your computer system, defamation, any spam, unwanted email if you're getting or you're sending, right? Then it will be again a cyber crime. Phishing, we'll discuss this term later, right? And second aspect is your computer itself has become the target of this crime. Now here you have a lot of methods like viruses, worms, all we will discuss in the next few slides. Now to understand this cyber crime, I'll take one simple example. Suppose I have one big computer with me, right? It's a desktop computer, very heavy computer. And that computer, if I will use it, and then I'll hit this computer on one of my colleagues. I'm hitting the computer system on one of my colleagues. I'm using computer as a tool to perform this crime. And if you see, if I'm hitting his head, my colleague is no more, he is dead, right? So is it called as a cyber crime? Just think and tell me. If you are writing the chat window, that is good. Just think, I'll give you 5 seconds. I am using a computer to perform a crime, and I am using my system, and I'm hitting the system onto that my colleague's head, and my colleague's as dead, he is no more, right? So is it a cyber crime? Anyone is writing in the chat window?
So we'll get the response in a while.
Okay. So anyway, you may think that, okay, it may not be a cyber crime. Why? Because you are using a computer as a tool to perform the crime, but still you are actually attempting a murder. You are doing a murder, right? Right. So under IPC 299 and 300 and so on, you are actually part of, I am actually part of that particular crime, which is called murder. But my intention is not to kill my colleague. My intention is to destroy the data which is there in the system. Right? So my intention is to destroy the data which is there in my system, and once I am hitting this desktop or laptop on the head of my colleague, the hard drive fails, system crashes, full data is lost. So I'll be actually committing 2 crimes. I'm actually committing these 2 crimes. Number 1 is murder, number 2 is cyber crime. Right? So this is a typical example what I have taken of the cyber crime. Now same definition what we have seen earlier. Any computer crime, or this is actually called as a cyber crime, where you're using all electronic gadgets like your computer, your IoT device, your mobile phone, any other network devices if you're using to commit this kind of crime, then that is called here as a cyber crime. Now if you see what are the incidents which is happening in India, this is news in 2017, it had come, Times of India says that one cyber crime is happening in India in every 10 minutes. So I guess already 10 minutes has passed since this session. So already one cyber crime has been committed. But now, if you see, this is very old news. It may be now 5 minutes or less than 5 minutes, right? Now, if you see, this is very latest news in 2020. It says that 15.5 lakh cyber security incident was happened in 2019 and 2020. This has been reported by government to Lok Sabha. Again, if you see, very recently in 2018, actually the website of one of the Supreme Court website got hacked. It is called defaced. The main page of the website was removed and they put the fake page here. So this is nothing, it's again cyber crime. This is called website defacement. So it had happened in India, it's keep happening. Again, if you see here, the Andhra government website was hacked and Aadhaar data was leaked. Right? So Brazilian hacker, they actually did this. And if you see, this is again in last year news, this is written in Hindi by San Patrika. It says that 94 crores rupees was taken away from Pune Bank, right? So this is the thing, it's an online fraud, the what they have done. Now, if you see that, okay, cyber crime is, they'll be having something called cyber criminals, they'll be very old age people, no. It is different. If you see this crime which happened in 2018, 16 years old teenager, he hacked Apple servers, right? And stole 90 GB of files from the Apple servers. So nowadays, because all of people are having internet access, they can learn a lot. Even any 10th class students also can become cyber criminal. Now, if you see here, this news says in 2019, Bangalore is India's cyber crime capital. So a lot of crime is actually nowadays happening from the Bangalore itself. And recently, India has, if you see that India has developed its own vaccine. So we have 2 big companies like Serum Institute of India and Biotech. Now Chinese, what they want to do, they want to hack this website of this companies, and they want to get what the logic behind that vaccine, right? So this is keep happening here in India. Recently, in April 2021, there are 533 millions of Facebook account was hacked in India, right? Not India, worldwide actually. If you see India also, we have almost say 1,55,000, right? So your data also may be leaked. Now if you see, I am showing you two pictures. These are the hackers, top hackers in the world. You have Kevin Mintic, right? He was dubbed as a most dangerous hacker in the world, and he is actually now security consultant to so many organizations or so many governments worldwide. And we have one more guy called Sutomu Shimura. He is also one among the best hackers in the world. Now I have one question for you. Can you guess this picture? Anyone? I'll give you 5 seconds. Can you guess who is this guy?
No, sir, I can't.
Okay, no, I just any audience they have replied. He is actually one among the best hacker in India. His name is Ankit Fadi. You might have heard the name of this guy. Okay, this is the LinkedIn profile of this guy. This is actually India's hacker. You can
Okay.
think. Now, what are the various threats on our system? Let us try to discuss what are the various threats which is there on our systems. So we know that we have something called computer virus, then we have worms, we have Trojan horse, we have lot of social engineering attacks, rootkits and all. Let us try to discuss one by one. Now, what do you mean by virus? What do you understand by a computer virus? The computer virus is nothing, it's a program which is deliberately created by the online hacker or attacker to invade our system, right? To change the operation of our system, to disclose or to copy our data, to disclose our data, to modify our data, right? So it's a virus. So you can see what is written here, the virus attaches itself to a program. So if you see I have a program A, right, I'll add some extra code here. Then this program will be infected and it will become program B. This is nothing, it's actually virus a program, virus infected program, right? So to avoid this virus infection, not avoid, to actually after infected, you need to know that whether how to protect your files or data. So in that case, you need to actually install antivirus solution. We have a lot of antivirus solution on which is available on say, Amazon or Flipkart. You can online also buy, right? Now, how the virus will affect your computer system? So if you see that your computer system is starting very, very slow, right? So normally you used to take say 2-3 minutes. Now it is taking more than 10 minutes. Means one of the virus is now infected on your system, and your system is actually becoming so slow because of that virus. Again, sometimes you are seeing sudden pop-ups. Lot of pop-ups are coming on your system, right? So it may possible that there is a virus on your system which has to be healed, which has to be removed. Sometimes if you see this kind of blue screen, your PC ran into the problem that it could not handle it, right? And it has to be restarted. So may due to a virus on your system. Again, sometimes if you are getting some error message like this, the program cannot start because some file is missing on your computer, right? So it may come because of the virus. So these are the things which I have mentioned here to see whether virus is there in our system or not, right? Again, if you see, sometimes you see that, okay, my hard drive is full, right? So what this virus is doing, it's actually keep putting data inside the hard drive, and suddenly you will feel that your hard drive space is full. So these are the things which we will see that, okay, the virus is there. From that we will get to know that virus is there in our system. Now let us try to discuss something called worm. What do you mean by a worm? Now if you talk about virus, we will discuss how the virus will propagate from one system to other system. For example, if there is a virus on my system, a computer virus is there on my system, and that virus, if it is there on my system, I am connecting my pen drive. If I have a pen drive, that pen drive, if I am connecting to my system, the virus will jump to the pen drive, right? And the same pen drive I am giving to you, and then you are inserting this pen drive on your USB device or any computer system. If you are using it, then the virus will move to that system. So it needs a media like pen drive or internet. So virus propagation needs a media like pen drive or some internet connection. Whereas the worm is kind of malicious software or a virus which will propagate on its own. So what do you mean by that? If I am having a worm installed or worm is infected on my system, and in my system is connected to one local area network, right? and there are other systems, some 20, 30 systems are connected to the same network where I am connected, then this worm will propagate on its own. It doesn't need a pen drive, right? So if worm is there on my system, it will go to next system for sure. So this is the property of worm. It's a very dangerous virus. Now let us try to discuss something called logic bomb. Logic bomb, right? Now logic bomb says that it's a malware which executes upon certain condition. For example, if you are downloading some software for free or evaluation version, right? So after some times you will feel that once that evaluation version is over, that malware or that particular program will become a malware, a virus, a logic bomb. Means after your maintenance, or you can say that evaluation period is over, you're actually the software will become a malware or a virus, right? So it's a logic bomb. Again, you can think about employee triggers a database erase when he is fired. Suppose I am an employee of CDAC Bangalore, right? And tomorrow my user says that okay, you are not doing well, you are fired from CDAC. Now, what if I am the main person, key person of this organization, and I knows our database server, I have a control of our database server. What I will do, I will put a command inside a database server saying that when I am leaving the organization, the next day you please delete the data, right? So I will execute some command there. That command I'll put a logic saying that on so and so day you please delete the data, right? Database will be deleted. So this is nothing. It's a logic bomb which I am creating there. Now we have something called Trojan horse. Trojan horse is nothing. It's a program. Again, it's a virus which actually can be attached to any legitimate program. For example, if you are downloading a game called NFS, right? NFS, if you download this game, actually if you want to buy, you have to pay a lot of money for the NFS or any other game, right? Whereas if you download it for the free of cost, along with the game, you may have some virus which is called here as a Trojan horse. It may be a legitimate program. It will be saying that I am the legitimate program, I am the game, but inside the game you have a Trojan which is running, and that Trojan will give the remote access to one of the attacker who actually has created the Trojan. I'll give you a demo of this later in our session. How I'll actually create a Trojan horse, and then I'll try to send the Trojan horse to one of our system, and we'll see what will happen later. Now let us try to discuss something about social engineering attack. Now, social engineering attack, what they will do in this, they will manipulate people, right, into get some confidential information. They want to know some information from you so that they will manipulate you. So there are a lot of social engineering attack. For example, it can happen through web, right? Suppose if you have gone to malicious website, if I'll show you next slide here. Suppose if this kind of website if you are going, right, and you are seeing this kind of error or pop-up saying that we are noticing something here. It says some expiration notice of McAfee, some security warning. If you say continue or update, right, actually a virus will be downloaded and installed on your system. So it's actually not a legitimate website where you have to go for McAfee, right? So it's nothing. It's on through web it can happen. Again, if you are seeing this kind of error messages, right, warning, it's a potential security risk ahead. Then this.
Okay, like sir is saying that there are multiple types of viruses in our computer systems, and we need to install the antivirus to get rid of them. So whenever you are downloading anything, please be very, very careful and see all the pop-ups you are receiving, read them well, and take the next step very carefully. Sir, are you with us?
Hello.
Sir, yes.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes ma'am. Yes,
okay, so just before this slide when you were explaining, there was some technical glitch. So can you get back and then start explaining again?
1 minute. Yes, I'll do that. So we were explaining here the social engineering attacks, and there are a lot of methods of social engineering attack. One of them is web method. Through web, if you are going to any malicious website, so this I was showing earlier, this particular slide. So if you're getting this kind of pop-ups to any website, please don't click on anything. Immediately close the website, because this is the malicious website. If you click on any button here, you'll be actually downloading a virus and it will be infected or it will be installed on your system. right? So you should not do. If you are seeing this kind of error message on your web browser, means you are browsing a malicious website which has been reported by the browser itself. Okay, so browser says that it has been observed that this particular website is actually malicious. You should not go ahead. So immediately you should actually close this kind of website. Okay, and now next in the social engineering is what? The attack through email. Suppose if I'm getting an email from, say, I'm having an account in State Bank of India, and from there I'm getting an email saying that it has been observed that your bank account has been hacked, online account has been hacked. Please click on this link to reset your password. If this kind of email if I'm getting, if I click on the reset link which has been provided in the email, then what will happen? They will ask your current password or my current password. If I type my new password and then I say submit, means what? My password actually is stored in the hacker database. So it's again a social engineering attack through email to get my password, right? It can happen through phone call also. Suppose same thing. If I'm getting a phone call from say the person is saying that I'm manager of SBI and it has been observed that your account has been hacked. Please give me your password to reset the account. I will reset your account on behalf of, right? I will reset your password on behalf, something like that. They'll say. So it's again a phone call. So it's called phishing, voice over phishing, right? So social engineering attack can actually happen in person also. Right? People will mingle with you, hacker will mingle with you, and they will try to get your password somehow. Now let us try to discuss one more threat on your system is called a botnet. A botnet. Now what do you understand by botnet? Before that, I'll ask a question to you all. How many of you are not using pirate copy of any kind of software? I'm sure that if you're a home user, definitely you'll be having any kind of pirate copy of software. Like MS Office, you will be downloading using. Downloading is what? You're downloading from a website, a malicious website, and then installing it, right? Now, you should know that nothing is free in this world. They want something from you, that's why something free they are giving to you, right? For example, if I am the hacker, I want to hack you people. What I will do, I will actually buy MS Office, right, latest version 2022 or 2021, whatever is there, and then I know the reverse engineering of it, and I'll actually crack that Windows MS Office, and then I will attach one of the program in this, and that program is the thing, it's a bot, right, and that program will be given to you, right. I will put it onto internet saying that this is the pirate copy of MS Office 2022, it's freely available to you, you can use it, right. Once you download that particular copy on your system, now what will happen? Along with MS Office, you install MS Office, whatever which I have given, along with that MS Office, you actually installing the bot which is been attached with the software or MS Office, right? So your system actually will be infected with one of the virus which I have created. So your system will be zombie, right? And I will be able to control your system saying that I will not harm your system. Bot will not harm the system, but bot will use your system to attack others. So suppose this is your system and where my bot is installed, I will say that okay, hack this particular guy. Hack means what? Send a lot of network traffic to this guy, right? So this guy, if the hacker will have a lot of bots, say if I have say 1 million or 2 million of bots with me, I can make this victim down. The network of this victim, I can easily make it down. Why? Because I will ask everybody to send huge packets and the network of this victim will be down. The victim will not be able to get the internet access, right? So you are part of a bot network if the bot is installed on your system. So this is nothing, it's a bot network of bots which is targeting any victim onto the internet, right? Now ransomware. Ransomware is nothing, it's called here as a crypto locker. It's again a threat on your system, right? And this is actually coming from past so many years. Since 2013-12 it is coming actually. Now what does it do? What ransomware will do? Ransomware will say that if it will be installed on your system, your all important files including your doc file, your PPT file, your movie file, whatever JPEG file, it will encrypt and store on your own system. On your system only, all the files will be encrypted and stored, right? The important files. Now if your files has been encrypted and stored, if you open that file, now what will happen? This kind of error message you will see, right? Saying that your personal files are encrypted. Suppose you are opening your JPEG file, this kind of error message will come. right? So it is asking, saying that I have encrypted actually your data. If you want me to decrypt, you have to pay me $300 or euros. So it is asking ransom for your data to be given back, right? So this is nothing, it's a ransomware, cryptolocker actually. This has happened in our organization, CDAC also it has happened. You know what has happened in the past? One of my colleague, what she did, she wanted to convert Word document to the PDF. PDF to Word is pretty easy, right? But from Word to PDF conversion, it's very difficult. So she wanted to go to internet and she browsed internet and search on Google saying that how to convert or what are the website to convert Word to PDF. She got a lot of links. One of the links she clicked. Now in that link, it's again one website where they are asking, okay, you want to convert, you upload your Word file. She uploaded the Word file, right? And then once it got converted, it has been told that please click on this link to download your PDF file. She downloaded the PDF file. The PDF Word file has been converted to PDF and she downloaded also. Once she downloaded and she opened that file, you know, that file was having ransomware, a crypto locker, right? And within 2 hours, all the data was encrypted. When she opened one of the file, this kind of error message was shown, right? So one question is there, see how we'll ensure that whatever we are downloading is whether it is safe or it is containing a virus or not. We'll just discuss this later in the safe download, right? So we understood the concept of ransomware. Now let us start to discuss something called phishing. Now phishing is what attacker will actually create a duplicate website, right, which is looking similar to the original websites and try to get the personal information or banking information and so on. For example, suppose I am getting this particular email. It says that, dear applicant, after the last, before that if you see, it is coming from where? It is coming from incometax.india.gov.in, right, income tax department, refund-tax. So what it says, dear applicant, after the last annual calculation of your fiscal activity, we have determined that you are eligible to receive a tax refund of some amount. So I'll be happy. I'm getting some money back from the government of India. I'll be very happy, right? So I'll be happily clicking on this link. It says that to access your form, you fill some form. To access that form, you have to click on this particular link. If I click on that link, I'll be opening this particular website. Again, they'll write the same story here. It says that where the refund will be made, and then you have to click on this text refund online form. If I click on this form, you see this is the form which I'm getting. Text online or refund online form. Please enter your information where the refund will be made. Now it's asking what is your name, what is your date of birth, what is your mother name, address, city, right, state, postal code, phone number, and now after that it is asking the bank name, the card number, expiration date, right, card verification number, ATM pin, everything will be asked here. It's pretty dangerous, right? If I want to get my money back, I'll fill everything, I'll submit. If I'm submitting, my card number along with that ATM pin, everything will be stored in the hacker's database, right? So it's nothing, it's a phishing attack, which is actually want to get this kind of information. You see, this is the original website, but that was a fake website. This was a fake website. This is the original website. Now, how to know which website is original, which is fake? Now, how to recognize? If you see here, if any website which has been starting with something called IP address, then that website may be the malicious website. It's a fake website. It's not correct one. Whereas the website always starts with something called a domain name, www.incometaxindia.gov.in. So it's a domain name, right? So if you are getting any website with the correct domain name, you can say that this website is safe. Whereas anything with the IP address starting, you say it may be the fake websites. If you see, these are the example of the phishing websites. So hackers have become more clever. How they did? They actually created the website which is looking similar to the original website. For example, gmail.com. This is not gmail.com. It's a gmail1.com, right? ICICIbank.com. It's again not ICICIbank.com. ICICI6ANK.com. Bank of India, 0. Now you can see. Yahoo, again O is being replaced with 0, right? So these are the example of phishing website which was there earlier. Now, suppose if I am getting an email, how to know that this email is actually a legitimate email or it's a fake email, right? How to get to know that whether the email which I got is Is it legitimate email, a valid email, or it's a fake email? Now, suppose I am getting this mail from helpdesk from Bank of America. If I am having an account in Bank of America, it says that Bank of America account blocked. This is the subject. If I open this email, now this is the email. I just want to know whether this email is a fake or it's a legitimate email. So it says that, okay, first thing, how to know? First thing, you'll see that logos are there from the financial institution from where we are getting the mail. But still, the logos can be easily copied, right? Logos look like legitimate, but it can be copied. Whereas here, if you see, my name is not mentioned, right? Here, my name is not mentioned. If the email is coming to me, they should know my name, right? If I am the customer of Bank of India, they really know my name. So they'll write, Dear Sanjay Adiwal. Then they will write like this. So my name is not mentioned means something fishy. Again, if you see here, from who is sending, the from address is not mentioned. So again, you can find that, okay, this is nothing, it's maybe a fishy email. Again, if you see here, banking organization, they will not give any links inside the email, right? So any links, if you are getting inside email, please don't open. So it seems that this is the fake email, it's not a valid email, right? Now let us try to discuss one more attack which is called here the skimming attack. Skimming means what? Actually, if the hacker or any person, he wants to know your credit card or debit card information, they can get very easily. How? Because of this particular attack called skimming. They just what have to do? They have to actually buy a device called skimmer. So I'll just tell you one case study here. One of my colleague, right? He went to Chennai for official tour, and then he actually went to in the evening he went for having dinner in some restaurant. In the restaurant he had dinner, and then he actually was not having cash, so he paid through card. So he asked the waiter, I don't have cash, I have a card. Can you please use my card? So he said, the waiter said that, okay, we can use your card, but I need to check with my manager. So he took the card of my friend along with him, who? The waiter. And then actually he was having a device with him, and the device is nothing. It's a skimmer device, very small device, where if he swipe your card, or he might have swiped my friend's card or colleague's card, he can easily clone that card, right? So he swiped in one of the devices like that, and then he brought the original device. And once he brought the original device, he swiped in front of my colleague, and then my colleague also typed the pin in front of that waiter. So waiter has my friend's card information, along with that he has the pin, right? So it is very, 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 very dangerous. If they have the pin, they have the card, then they can withdraw the money, right? So that skimmer device, nowadays we have a very smart skimmer device. If you have the card information, if you say print, you will get a duplicate card very easily, right? So you should be very, very careful. You should not give your card away, right? If you are giving PIN also, you have to hide your PIN from your palm or whatever. So these are the skimming attacks. Now, how to protect yourself? How to protect yourself? You need to protect yourself from using something called desktop security. You need to protect your desktop. You even need to protect your mobile phone, right? You have to protect your emails. You have to protect your web browser and network. Now, in desktop security, you need to install the antivirus. So antivirus should be installed on all your laptops or desktops, any devices which you are using on the internet, right? Second is what? Enable the firewall. I'll discuss what do you mean by firewall, how we can enable the firewall, right? Third is what? System update. You need to update the system regularly, right? And finally says that you need to stop using pirated copy of any software. The system should not have any pirated copy of software, because it's nothing, it's a virus. Now, first thing is install and maintain the antivirus solution to protect your desktop. So we have a lot of antivirus solutions. You can download, you can install. If you see on Amazon, within less than say 200 rupees, you can get a licensed version of antivirus solution from very branded antivirus company, and actually the support is given for next 1 year. So within 200 rupees or 300 rupees, your system is protected from the virus. Lot of antivirus solutions are there. I have mentioned of very few, Avast, eVidya and all, AVG, right? Second option says that you need to enable the firewall. Your system should have firewall enabled, right? Now, what do you mean by a firewall? Firewall is nothing, it's a connection barrier between the hackers or internet to your system. So if on your system is firewall is enabled, hacker will not be able to communicate to that your system directly. The firewall will block that communication, right? So how to enable firewall? In Windows it's pretty easy, right? If you see here, I will say Windows, this is Windows 10 what I'm using, I'll say Windows firewall, right? So if I click on that Windows firewall, so you can see my system is pretty much protected from the firewall, right? So if I click on firewall protection here, my system is very much protected. So in your system, your case also, it should be turned on, right? Next is what you need to update your system regularly. Now you know that today if you got a laptop with pre-installed operating system Windows 11, right? Tomorrow that Windows 11 may get some vulnerabilities or weaknesses, right? Tomorrow means after say 1 year or 2 years, that Windows version which you have may have lots of weaknesses, vulnerabilities, where the hacker will use those vulnerabilities to get into your system, right? So you need to keep patching, updating your system regularly. And nowadays, Microsoft actually will do this for you automatically, but earlier it was not like that. Nowadays, automatically Microsoft is running one service. That service will check whether your system is updated or not. So whenever your system is connected to internet, automatically Microsoft will actually see in their website, and they will download the patches which is required. Now next is email password, how you can protect your email password. Now that you already knows, your password should be strong enough to hack, right? You should have at least 12 characters of password. You need to use mixtures of uppercase and lowercase and all, right? Again, you have to use again numeric and alphanumeric characters, special characters. We should not use directly dictionary words. My password should not be say Sanjay 123 or root 123 or say I love India, like that. It should not be there. It should be very strong password. Again, we should keep our password very safe, right? What do you mean by keeping your password safe? It is not that you are writing the password somewhere and keeping it there, right? Somewhere means you always keep your password in your mind. That's all, nothing else. Again, you need to change your password very often. So it depends. Again, you can ask her, if I have a Gmail account, how often I will change my password. If I have, say, banking account, how often I will change the password. So it depends on what is the criticality of the account you are holding. For Gmail, okay, you can say that after every 1 year you can change. Whereas for SBI or any financial websites, you need to change the password in every 3 to 6 months. Pretty essential, right? Again, we should not share our password with others. That is pretty important, which we should know. And apart from that, we should use two-factor authentication. Nowadays, Gmail provides two-factor authentication, right? Facebook provides, all financial organizations like Online SBI, Canara Bank, they are giving this two-factor authentication. What do you mean by two-factor authentication? You want to log into Gmail account, it will actually first ask your password. If you give the password, then actually it will ask the OTP on your mobile phone, a registered mobile phone, right? So it's a two-factor authentication which has to be enabled on your email accounts or any other accounts. Okay, so again, this is already been discussed. We should not open links which is coming inside the email. In the email, if any link is coming, please ignore it. Don't open any links which is coming inside the email, right? And again, if you are going to any public kiosk machine, suppose you are going to cyber cafe or say airport terminals and all where you are accessing internet, you should be very, very careful accessing those kind of devices. Why? Because there the keylogger may be installed, number one thing. Number two thing is what? They don't have antivirus solutions there sometimes, right? So you need to ensure that once you log in there, you clear the cache, you clear all those things which is there in the web browser, where you are logged in. Suppose I am going to one of the cyber cafe, if I don't have internet access anywhere, I'll go, I'll access my Gmail, then I will clear my browsing history and all. Now suppose if you are using web browser on your own system, then that web browser also has to be updated regularly, right? Again, we have some options to save the password. Whenever you log in, for the first time, the password will be saved onto the web browser. So that has to be disabled, right? Now, Again, suppose you want to share the file, you want to download file from the internet. What are the methods to download the files very securely? For example, I'll tell you. So I have one website here. Let me open the website for you. This is the website which I am going to show you, virustotal.com. Suppose I have downloaded a file, right, from any website. I want to check that whether that file is containing any virus or not, right? That file which I got downloaded from the internet, whether that file is containing any virus or not. So to check that, you need to first open this website. The website name is virustotal.com, right? virustotal.com. This is the website name. Now here, this website, you have to say choose file. It will check the file which you got downloaded, whether it contains any virus or not. You click choose file. Suppose I'm just opening one of the file here. Say any file, let me try to open. This I'll open, right? So that file, it is having lot of antivirus engine to be checked, right? So that file will be passed through these many antivirus engines, right? Like adware, we have Cabot, right? We have Vedu, right? Clam, AV, lot of antivirus engines are there with this particular website, right? So you can see green says that this particular file which I uploaded doesn't contain any virus. It's a clean file, right? Whereas if it is not a green, if it is a red, then that particular file is actually having a virus, and those viruses will be detected by these many antivirus solutions, right? So this is how you can see that whether the virus, any file contains virus or not. So any file if you are downloading, please first go to virustotal.com and actually you need to upload that particular file there and see whether that file contains any virus or not. Now, what you need to do if you are downloading any files from the internet. Look at the size of the file before you download from the trustworthy website. So any website if you are going, and suppose I want to download one file which is of say 300 MB, whereas when I have downloaded this is only say a few bytes, so it may be a virus. It's not a legitimate file which you want to download. Right? Again, close all the applications that are running on your computer. Let only one set of files run at the time of downloading. So if you are downloading some file, background you should not run so many applications. Right? For example, you open say MS Word, then you open some PPT, right? And then again opening a web browser, downloading something. That should not happen. So once download is finished, then only you have to open your applications. Again, scan all the files after you download, whether from website or links received through emails. So once you download the files, before double clicking on that file, you need to ensure that that file doesn't contain virus. So first you upload to VirusTotal or you scan on your system. Right click, if you have a antivirus solution installed on your system, right click and say scan that particular file. Always use updated antivirus and spam filter software on your system, right? So antivirus should be installed, this is a must on your system. Again, check the validity of the certificate and issue of the certificate of the site before any download. So if you are going to download any file, for example, if I am going to download a file from say, if I say download say WinRAR, suppose this, if I am typing here, if suppose this website, if I am going to download, you see that this website contains HTTPS connection. If you click on this button, you can see your connection is secure. Your connection is secure, right? If you click here, more information, you'll get to know the certificate of that particular website. So it's a legitimate WinRAR website, right? And this is the validity of the certificate and all. So this seems that the website is actually valid or legitimate.
So, sir, are you saying that everyone should check the certificate before downloading any file?
Definitely, we have to do that. If you are going to any website, that website first of all should have HTTPS connection enabled.
Okay.
If it is not there, we should not go to that website. For example, suppose if I'm actually want to download some music file, MP3 file. What I'll say, MP3 download. On Google, I am telling MP3 download. Now you see, I have a lot of links. Suppose I am clicking on this link, right?
Right.
Now this link says website is legitimate, it's secure, right? And this website, more information, you see, this is actually verified by Cloudflare. This is the certificate, right? Now again, if you type something, you see that I am redirected to somewhere else. You see, I have redirected to somewhere else. So this is nothing, it's a phishing attack. It's a phishing, right? So if you see this kind of attack which is coming, it's a phishing attack. Okay, so we should not go to those kind of websites.
Okay, so immediately we should close it.
We should close it immediately.
Okay. All right. And sir, for the antivirus, most of the people, they don't buy the original one. They go for the pirated version. So would you recommend them to do that?
No,
or
I have one question.
Yeah.
You are downloading a pirate copy of antivirus solution is nothing, it's a virus. You are downloading a virus.
Okay.
The pirate copy of antivirus solution is what? It's nothing, it's a virus. Your antivirus solution is having virus installed, means your system is already infected. So you should buy legitimate copy of say antivirus solution from say either Amazon or Flipkart. Nowadays online it is available, easily you can download, buy and download, right?
so a responsible user must buy the license of an antivirus and then use it further. Okay. And so one more question. So you showed us that if we download a file and along with it we are downloading a virus as well. So how dangerous would that virus be for the system? Would it be mild? Would it be big
For
or
example,
what?
I'll give a quick demo on this actually.
Yes,
I already have created a virus here on my system.
Okay.
So if you see here, this is one of the system where I have created the virus, right?
Right.
And now I have one target machine, victim machine. Let me open a victim machine here. This machine is 1 minute. This one. I hope you are able to see that machine. 1 minute. 1 minute.
So if this is your last slide, the don'ts, then explain this and then we can start the question answer thing.
1 minute. I'll show you a demo and then I'll just
Sure.
come back.
Sure.
Can you see this? Is it visible? This is the victim machine.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Now, what I am doing here, I am just opening a website. This is the website which I have created, right? And now on this website, I am downloading a software. Suppose this is software, right?
Right.
If I click on this, you can see the software is downloaded. I will try to run this software.
Right.
Right, before running, what I will do, I will actually, as a hacker, I will start some service here and then we'll see what is happening. Then we'll see what is happening. Now let me run this program. It says run anyway. Now once I have run the virus here on the victim machine, now see on the hacker machine what will happen. So this is the hacker machine, you can see I got some connection opened. Now what can I do with this connection? Hacker, what can he do? Now if you see, I can list the webcam. Webcam, right? So this is the webcam which is there on that particular machine which is got hacked. Now I can even see the webcam stream of that particular system on the hacker's machine. Right? This is the hacker's machine. The webcam can be played, it can be switched on. Now you can see this is the webcam. I have one machine which is on my backside and I can see what exactly is happening. The hacker can see. So this is the impact of the virus. Apart from that, what hacker can do, you know, hacker can download the files from your system without your information, without your knowledge, right? Hacker can even actually upload some file. Hacker can record your conversation, right?
Right.
So it's pretty dangerous to download any file which is containing a virus.
So in this case, a user, when would the user get to know that his system is being hacked?
That's what initially when I mentioned that how you'll get to know whether virus is there or not, your system may become slow, right?
Okay.
You'll get certain pop-ups,
Yes.
right? Your hard drive will be full. You will feel that your hard drive is full. You'll get the error messages like blue screen and all. So that may be saying that, okay, it is having the virus inside your system. Okay, let me move back to the slides here.
Okay. So on getting those signs, the user should do what? The very first step should be?
Yeah, once user get to know that, okay, something fishy is going on my laptop or desktop, immediately he should first install antivirus solution on the system, right?
Okay.
He should disconnect from the network or from the internet and then install the antivirus solution. Once the antivirus solution is installed, he need to scan his system through antivirus. And from there, antivirus will get to know, okay, you have a virus installed, which has to be healed. If it is not a critical virus, definitely antivirus will be able to heal.
Okay. Would you recommend any of the antiviruses for our users?
It depends, ma'am. If you want to buy a TV, which TV you will prefer? People will say we will prefer Sony. Some will say Samsung is okay. Some will say View. Like that, we have branded antivirus solution. We have other solutions also. So anything will be okay. But you should have an antivirus solution installed on your system.
All right. And at one point you mentioned that everyone should change their passwords within 3 to 6 months. So is this for the banking or is this for social media platforms as well?
That's what, as I told you, it all depends on the criticality of the account.
Okay.
My account is so critical because I am actually holding say 10 lakh rupees in my State Bank of India account.
Okay.
Right? If those accounts are hacked, then my money will be lost. So in that case, I'll say every 3 months or 2 6 months, I'll change my password.
Right.
I have to. Whereas Facebook, what they will do, they will actually try to get my personal details and all. Okay, after every 6 months or 1 year, I'll change the password. So it depends on the criticality. How critical is your account?
Okay, so that depends on individual to individual.
Yes.
All right. And can you give us more information about firewall, which you mentioned?
Okay. The firewall actually, if it is installed on your system, for example, if my system firewall is not enabled, okay, and I am connecting public internet access to the system. Now what happens? If I am having the public IP address installed or configured on my laptop or desktop, which is connected to internet, hacker can try to spy on my system immediately. So if I am running a firewall, the spying will be stopped. He will not be able to do further. So that firewall should be enabled on your system. So it's actually, we can say the first level of it will break the connection which is coming from the internet to your system.
Okay, all right. So shall we come back to your presentation so that we can finish your last slide?
Yes, can you see the slides here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We can.
So what you need not to follow here on the internet while downloading, again, you should not forget to ensure that you have antivirus installed. As we already discussed, antivirus is must if you are connecting your system to the internet. Don't download the unlicensed software which may infect your machine. So don't download any pirate copy of software.
Okay.
What I mean to say. Don't forget to avoid the file types that you are prone to viruses. For example, exe file if you are downloading means it may contain a virus. So it has to be first scanned and then only you have to run it. Again, don't accept anything that offers you free download because they may contain malicious software. So anything which it is coming free to you, please don't use it. Use licensed official websites. Again, don't get attracted to false advertisement for downloading free software, games and movies. So this is the conclusion of the session, right? Again, you need to update your system, you need to use licensed software, you need to install antivirus software, update your browser, use strong passwords, right? And again, what is written here, nothing is 100% secure in this world. So today you say that I have antivirus solution, nothing, I will, means I am 100% protected, it is not correct. Tomorrow you may get some new bugs or weaknesses, right? So this is all about the session. Any queries?
Sir, you've answered all the queries. So thank you so much for this highly informative session, and it was extremely useful to all our viewers because our viewers are teachers, students and even parents who are working online throughout during this COVID period. Thank you so much, sir, for giving us your time and this information as well.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to all the viewers for participating in this program, and I'm sure all the queries you asked were answered by our expert. So like he said that the conclusion of the entire program would be, please use updated and the softwares, and check URLs before downloading, and use strong passwords for everything, be it internet banking, be it your social media platforms, everything. So be very, very careful when you are online, because there are hackers who can misuse your personal information. So thank you so much once again, and if you have not watched this program, then you can watch it again on NCRT Official, our YouTube channel, and you can also spread the message to anyone you know to whom this information is useful. Thank you. Please stay here, don't go anywhere. We are coming back with another special program of ours, Sahyog, Guidance for Mental Well-Being of the Children, and the title would be discussed, Substance Use, Prevention, Risk Factors and Psycho-Educational Aspects. So stay here and keep your questions ready. Thank you. Namaskar.